This is how we can play Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac very simply on acoustic guitar. Now, because of the key of this song, I think it's best if we use a capo at the 3rd fret and play this in the guitar key or capo key of D major, which makes the chords D, A major and G major when we look at them in the most simple way. And that puts us in the original key of the song as well. So you can play along to the original recording. Many of the live versions are in many different keys, so we'd have to move the capo to play along to some live versions, typically just a little bit lower. But this is how we can get the sound of the recording as well, by playing this D major chord and playing D sus2 to the normal D major. That is played on a 12 string on the original recording. And put simply, we can also substitute that for just a D major if you're wanting to play and sing this, or if you're if this is the first time you're learning this song. So D major. Second chord is an A major, but let's go for an A sus4 to again be a little bit closer to the original recording. And then the next chord is a G, back to the D. So, put simply, loving you isn't the right thing to do. That's the A sus4 to G major. How can I ever change things that I feel? What that means is, both good and bad, we're going to keep that 3rd finger down for all the verses. Where it is on the D major, keep it there for the A sus4. Keep it there for the G, because we're going to go for the G major with all 4 fingers. Those are the chords for the verses. For the chorus, and this is the only other section in the whole song, the first chord would be a B minor. We can play that a bar chord way, but let me introduce you to this much easier version, which is a B minor 7. This is like the A major chord, but with the first finger a string higher, so on string 5, and the 3rd finger a string lower, and then we just need to move those fingers as just a little bit closer to the fret wire of the 2nd fret, but they're all within the 2nd fret. We don't pick or strum string 6. Just like that. We then play a G major to an A major. Again, just to demonstrate. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way, go your own way. So this makes the chords very simple, but the rhythm isn't. There's a lot going on in the rhythm. And really, we want to get used to doing this with a strumming pattern that you're comfortable with first. And my recommended one for this and so many others is down, down, up, up, down. It's the old favourite, let's be honest. But it goes well with the lyrics for the chorus, and it really works for the verses as well. So that would be, just as option 1, basic option with a strumming, really sounds cool. That'll be for the verses. For the chorus, you can call it another lonely day. Okay, what I advise is doing that along to the original recording, or doing your own, getting used to singing and strumming that. Once you've got the bare bones of that, or if nothing else, just playing on the beat, you know, kind of like this. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. You can play it on the beat, or you can use down, down, up, up, down. Then have a look at putting this sus2 part in, which is just a case of copying what you can hear on the original recording. That's this part on the D major chord, just on the verses and intro. So that is all with down strums if you want, but it's the rhythm to the original recording that's the important thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is a D sus2 to D major normal. The sus2 just means that this major third, or this first string note, is suspended. The major third out of the triad, out of the major chord, is suspended. So the sus2 chord is neither major nor minor. And then it goes back to the normal major chord. A sus4. And then when we go to the G chord, we can again add that rhythm to it, but this time it's first finger open and then down. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? I highly advise not singing along to that. Just try and play along to that original recording to get the rhythm, and that's just in the verses. If you can get those two parts separate, we can start to go for something more challenging, which is do a bit of a hybrid of the two. What we then need to go for is that sus2 pattern we've just done, but keeping the right hand moving always throughout the song, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Which means that first strum becomes an up strum. And this is one of those, this really makes this proper intermediate stuff. But let me show you the difference. Rather than just... Rather than just that, which is a bit of a beginner version, intermediate version, starting on an up, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can hear that pattern is still there, but we're keeping that right hand moving so that we can always hit some strums, especially quieter ones, and then we emphasize those that we're wanting to emphasize. Right hand always moving. This is intermediate embellishments, and this is a phenomenal example of it. It brings this song to life. It's really cool. So what we go for here, just let me do it slowly so I can demonstrate it and you take from this what you want to take from it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Up, up, down. Up, up, down. Baby, I give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. If you're at a level where you can do that, the B minor chord in the chorus shouldn't be a trouble for you, but if at any point if you want to, the B minor 7 is always there to just rest your fingers and for an easier change. Let me show you how I do this with the B minor bar chord. Perhaps going for the A major chord with a flat first finger will make the change from the A major to the B minor bar chord easier. That's the way around that I would do it. B minor bar chord, G major, A as a bar chord as well to enable an easier change to this B minor chord. But of course, that's totally fine as well, the normal A. Total personal preference. Chorus, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are my recommendations for how to play Go Your Own Way, especially when we look at how to do it on acoustic guitar. But let's all take a note from Fleetwood Mac themselves, who, when they've played this live for a good number of years now, they've been doing this in a lower key than the original. What that would mean is we could either just lower the capo or perhaps not use the capo at all. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. Which just means it's much more comfortable for any vocal range, because this was pitched right at the edge of their vocal range when they were in the prime back in the 70s. And also, let's take note from Lindsey Buckingham himself, who plays this acoustic electric Rick Turner model guitar, which is like one of these Fender Acoustasonic things that they've come out with recently, both acoustic and electric all in the same thing, and is really unique. He's clearly making his own choices and using his own interpretation of what can be done with the guitar and what guitar should look and sound like, and we should take all that on board as well. Yes, try and recreate the classic songs as closely and as well as we can, but then also change them, perhaps change the key, perhaps change the chords to suit what we do well as players and as individuals. Those are my recommendations. I hope to see you in the next video, guys. I'll leave some suggestions up here and let me know what you think to this video in the comments below.